What's up, Cancer? Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Alright, so this is going to be your October love rating, so let's see what's going on. And I'm going to switch things up a little bit, guys. In the past, I did a general spread, then I did a single spread, and then a couple spread. You guys should know whether you're in a relationship or not, alright? So I'm just going to do a general 5-card spread just to see the overall energy. Then we're going to jump to singles and to couples if you guys want timestamp. And for those of you who are in the New York area, I'm just reminding everyone that I will be in New York October 26th and 27th, which is a Thursday and a Friday, doing 1-hour meet and greets. Now, this will be in White Plains, New York, which is in Westchester County, okay? But the exact location is going to be disclosed only to those who purchase the tickets. So it's basically a 1-hour meet and greet, okay? I'll read your cards, we can chill, and yeah. You guys can bring up to 2 friends if you'd like, okay? So I'll leave everything in the description for that. All right, guys, so let's see what is going on here. Okay, so the energy that you guys have for this reading is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So for some of you, you could be dealing with an air sign, one who's very upset for, whatever reason. But it could also be you guys taking this energy. And with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who's already in a shitty situation, but it's like they kind of dig a deeper hole for themselves than what already, than what already is existing. And with the Two of Wands, there could have been a path that you were passionate about taking, but something happened that it just didn't work out. It's just something that you weren't proud of, okay? So maybe someone had cut you off. It could have been maybe an earth sign possibly. But it shows that things may be over. With the Knight of Cups behind that, in the reverse, maybe it was you guys that had somebody else, because we do have the Three of Cups right behind it, so it could have been due to a third-party situation. So let's see how this plays out. Now, the first card you guys have here is the Hanged Man. Okay, so, and this is in the reverse. So there's kind of a place of limbo or stagnation, but now you're finally ready to move forward, and it's because of a secret that came out. And whatever the secret was, it either caused a shitload of arguing, it could have caused a huge loss of emotions, or it could have just deterred something that was going to start from starting, okay? And with you guys coming out is the Page, it's the Page of Cups. It could be you, in this case, trying to reach out to this person, but knowing that you may have to move forward, okay? Okay. All right, so let's just get into the singles and couples, and let's see how that plays out. All right, what is happening for singles for Cancer in the month of October, past, present, future? All right, guys, let's see what's up. It's funny because in the general spread, you guys had an earth energy, a water energy, which is yours, and earth energy, water energy, and air energy. Here it's coming up again, so let's see what's happening. The overall energy for this reading is a Six of Wands. So with the Six of Wands, there's something that you feel victorious about. There's something that you may feel proud of. Or there's just something that you simply see as a victory. And this victory, honestly, could be as simple as you giving up on someone and, dropping the situation. With the Ace of Swords, cutting someone out. And this could have been an earth sign for some of you, okay? But there's something here that I feel stopped working. Now, the first card that we have for the past is the King of Swords in the reverse, which is that air energy that keeps coming in. But the qualities of the King of Swords in the reverse is, he, or it could be she as well, is extremely cruel, extremely self-seeking, somebody who they don't care about you or your feelings or, anything that could benefit you. It's all about them, okay? And this is something that caused a lot of sleepless nights, that caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, okay? Because there's somebody here, you have 2 characters, you keep getting air and earth. But you have 2 of these kings in the reverse. With the King of Swords, again, it's someone who's selfish. With the King of Pentacles in the reverse, this is someone who isn't truly as passionate about a situation as maybe the other party. This is the King of Pentacles. This is someone who does things because they're bored, or because they just have the power to do so, or because they see it as a pastime, or because they don't want to be alone. It's not somebody who, is going to be there for the long run. It's somebody who's going to leave the moment they find something else that, they think is shinier. Now, the next card you guys have is the Six of Cups in the reverse. So you're parting ways with someone that you were emotionally invested in. Okay? Someone who could have been acting fake with the Emperor card in the reverse. Wearing a mask in a sense. Could have been you, could have been the other person. And you walked away in order to avoid problems. But this thing just didn't move forward with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Because of secrets. Okay? And to bring justice to the situation, you walked away. And that, walking away from something that's toxic, that could be a victory right there. Now, in your present moment, because we keep toggling back and forth between this earth energy and this air energy for you guys. So the first card we have for the present moment is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So regularly, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's extremely reliable. She or he is not the type of person that's going to wait for their partner to get up and do shit. This is someone who gets up, they work hard, and it takes a lot to put this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse because, it's naturally such a patient card. Okay? But, there's someone here who's very upset over something, could be acting immature, but it's because they were kind of pushed to it. So we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, where it's like you're getting over any sort of losses or any sort of feeling of rejection that may have happened in the past, but there is something that you're losing. Okay, but whatever you're losing, again, it's showing that this is the best, path for you. So you're letting something go, but it's saying that it's good. But there's still, issues here. We have this air energy here now, where, with the Page of Swords in the reverse, the best way to put it is he's an asshole or she's an asshole. It's just somebody who's very cruel, somebody who says a lot of things before thinking about it. I mean, the good thing about it is that they're very direct with you, so you're always going to know what's on their mind. So if you're looking for someone straightforward to talk to, Page of Swords is your guy or your girl. But then on the downfall, they add a lot of unnecessary things to a conversation. So instead of let's say, for example, you guys are taking this energy. Instead of walking up to someone and saying, I just don't think that this is going to work out anymore, you could walk up to them and say, you know what? You've gained 30 pounds in the past week. You're a fat piece of shit. I hate you. This is not going to work. And so it's like, whoa, you didn't have to say all of that to get your point across, So let's see what's going on with this Page of Swords in the reverse. Death card in the reverse. So there's conflict, and you're still emotionally bound to whatever this is that you're walking away from. And there's some offer that you're accepting here. Okay? Which could make you temporarily happy, but I still see a third-party situation here. And you trying to avoid problems, but, I feel that someone here is holding on to more than one person. The next card for the present moment, guys, is the Three of Swords. So that's heartbreak, that's disappointment, that's things being unbalanced. Okay, and we have the Judgment card upright. So for some of you, I see some of you leaving behind an earth energy. Okay? Maybe still being emotionally invested in them, but leaving them behind. And with the Four of Cups in the reverse, because this is just accepting an offer, but the most important thing about this is acceptance. Accepting what's being given to you, what's being told to you. Okay, so you could just be accepting the end of this and moving forward. And the cards keep saying it's good judgment. It might be something that's painful, but it's good judgment. And it's showing that for some of you, there could possibly be an earth energy around you that would be toxic for you. You just got to throw that out there. Okay? But definitely see a new start coming. Now, the first card you guys have for your future is the Eight of Swords. So with the Eight of Swords, you're really trapped in your head about the situation, and you really feel that this was a painful deviation from, the path you had originally wanted. Okay, and you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I choose this person or that person? And ultimately, you're still deciding that you have to give up on this person or situation. Queen of Swords again, this air energy coming in, this could just be you guys standing your ground, emotionally detaching yourself and saying, you know, I'm not going to get into the situation again. And if you get too close or if you try to hurt me, you know, then I will put this sword to use. Third party situation. Victory. Honestly, and no judgment here, guys. I think it might be you guys who have the third, a majority of you guys that are making this third party situation happen. Okay, because here it shows that you're feeling a victory over this third party situation. Okay, and then you guys are coming up in the upright. So this might be something that you're doing because it doesn't look like you're emotionally distraught. For some of you, you definitely will be. This is general, guys, so don't attack me for this. But with the Three of Swords, it doesn't necessarily have to be you feeling a heartbreak. It could be you causing a heartbreak. All right? Because I keep seeing earth and air, earth and air. The last card here is the Four of Wands, where you begin to build a foundation. The Magician, this is something that you guys are manifesting. Page of Cups in the reverse. Something that you're manifesting, you're building a foundation, possibly, you know, we have fire coming up here, but it could just be something that's very passionate. But with the Page of Cups in the reverse and with how your cards have been playing out, this might be something that you're building, but low-key, you may not be emotionally ready to invest yourself. You may be prematurely promising people things that may not come to pass just yet, okay? So just make sure you guys are being completely open with people and that you're letting them know what you expect of them and what's going on with you. And I only say this, you know, when you're single, you guys are able to talk to whoever you want. If you want to talk to 50 people, that's your prerogative. But to keep your karmic plate clean, make sure people know what they're getting themselves into. If you're the type of person, because I mean, when I'm single, I do this. You know, I'll talk to more than one person, and I tell them, "Oh, are you the only person I'm talking to?" No, it's between you and 5 others, and I have to choose which one of you is the least insane. Just kidding. But anyways, just that sort of thing. Just tell them, you know, I am talking to people, but once I find something solid, I'm definitely gonna go all in. So just let them know where you stand, what you're ready for, what you're not ready for, and at that point, let them decide if that's something that they want to deal with. And something I've realized, and it may not be the best thing in the world, but it's true. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's true. It's just psychology of people. I'm going to give you guys 2 scenarios, and this is something I've noticed time and time and time again. You'll have a guy or a girl, they step out of their relationship, they talk to somebody else, right? So they end up cheating on this person. Say that third party finds out. It's like, what? You were in a relationship? I would have never ever talked to you if I knew you were in a relationship. Screw you. I hate you. Or you take the same exact situation, but this time you tell them, I'm in a relationship or I'm seeing somebody, but you tell them before anything happens, they're way more likely to get into it with you. And I'm not promoting cheating at all because I'm so super against it. And karma is a bitch and it will bite you in the ass where it hurts the most. But people are more willing to do bad things when you tell them. There's a lot of players out here that they're like, oh, I gotta lie and I can't tell people shit. If you're actually a really good player, you're going to tell people exactly what your situation is because they know what they're getting themselves into and they feel that they have the power to choose. I really shouldn't be giving information out like this, but it's just something I've noticed that I feel compelled to tell you guys. All right, going on to couples. I'm talking so much for Cancer today. Let me shut up and get to your reading. All right, what is going on with Cancer couples? Hopefully something good, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune popping up. All right, let's split this deck. Okay. So the energy that you guys have is the Chariot in the reverse, which is, this card is the card for Cancer as well. Now, with the Chariot in the reverse, this is things happening very, very quickly in your life, but you don't feel that you have control over it. Okay, there could be an offer coming in that either you're not accepting or an offer that you're giving that the other person or your partner is not accepting. Just a lot of illusions here. Again, we have this air energy, so I feel like a lot of Cancers are dealing with either air or earth signs, okay? Now, the first card that you guys have for your past is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So, again, the Ace of Cups in the reverse is kind of like a loss of emotion. It could be something that you tried starting, but it just didn't work out. And with the World card, to clarify it, there's something here that I feel ended. There's a chapter that ended, something new that was coming in, but there was patience that was required here. The next card you have is the Five of Cups in the reverse, where, if there was any feeling of loss or sadness, it's subsiding at this point. But there is manipulation here, which also could be your card as well, guys. But it could be you or the other person doing manipulation, because there was an injustice here. And there, you just weren't proud of it, or you weren't proud to have to be dealing with it. Okay, and the last card for your past is the Three of Wands in the reverse, where something that you may have been waiting for, it just didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. Your ships did not come back in. Or maybe someone was expecting something from you, but you weren't going to let them have it. Hierophant in the reverse. Unconventional things happening here. All right, Nine of Swords in the reverse, but you're choosing not to worry about it. Now, we have the Wheel of Fortune again at the bottom, and that happens sometimes. When we go through something that's not particularly pleasant, when the Wheel of Fortune pops up after, that's kind of guidance, like, yeah, that was kind of shitty, but you're still being guided in the right direction. Sometimes wrong turns are what puts us onto a path that is right, okay? And I feel that that's what's happening. Regardless of who caused this betrayal, regardless of who caused the pain, it's pushing you in a good direction, okay? So let bygones be bygones. In the present moment, the first card you guys have is the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Now, with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, you're coming out of your head about things. There could have been a fire sign that you were dealing with who's really just upset and pissed off, but it's like you're getting out of any, at least mental traps, okay? And there could be an earth sign that is significant for you. So you could have an earth sign that you're talking to, and possibly a fire sign here as well that's upset with you. Could be someone from your past that you're reaching out to, or someone from the past reaching out to you, but I see a past lover returning here, and that secret's going to come out, okay? So this is the relationship spread, so if you're not trying to get caught, my advice is don't do it, okay? But whatever this is, it's something that could eventually lead to something long-term. All right, so maybe you're dropping someone, and the person that you're going towards now is an ex-lover that's going to be good for you. And maybe you're going to find out a secret that pushes you towards this person, okay? That's very possible. The Seven of Swords in the reverse, it's not always a bad card. Yeah, it's a card about getting caught with stuff, but, I gave, I believe it was Libra, but I gave another sign this example. I did a reading for someone in my family about their loved ones. And when I did it, this card came out. And I'm like, shit, I think you're being played. I think you're being cheated on. Nope, we were wrong. She got proposed to a few days later. That was a secret that came out, okay? So it's not always a bad thing. Now, the next card that you guys have is the Moon card in the reverse, which is clarity, okay? Clarity, healing from secrets that may have come out. King of Pentacles. You guys have a very strong earth energy. These are very, very stable cards. These are very long-lasting cards. When it comes to love, when it comes to longevity, when it comes to finding that life partner, Pentacles is the characteristics you're looking for, okay? Not saying it has to be an earth sign, because not everybody's compatible with earth, although you guys are with some earth signs. But yeah, this is something that is going to be solid for you guys, okay? Something that's going to make you very happy. We get one more card here. But there's also a sense of frustration, because while you guys are moving forward to something that's going to make you happy, I feel that you have other people, possibly this Queen of Wands, and this could be a guy or a girl, guys, that is just giving you mad shit and just frustrating you. With the Seven of Wands on the reverse, this is when you have, like, mosquitoes in your ear. Who, what, when, where, why, asking all these damn questions. And it's just like you don't want to answer them. and you don't feel that you have to. And that's why you're frustrated, because you're standing your ground with the position that you've chosen to take, and you don't want to hear shit. Okay? It's like, Eminem at the BET Awards. He doesn't give a fuck. He just wanted to get his thoughts out. Now, the next card we have here is the Two of Pentacles. I don't know why I'm so giddy around you guys today, but I'll stop talking. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something that you're dropping, something you're walking away from. Okay, but there's a resiliency here towards it. Now, not that you're necessarily walking away from someone, but this is a card, when it's in the upright, you're juggling two ideas, two concepts, maybe two choices, two people. In the reverse, one of those things is getting dropped. And with the Nine of Wands, this is resiliency in a situation. You feel tired, you feel battered up, you feel like you've been through a lot of shit, in this relationship or just with love, okay? But you're dropping something and you're focusing. And this is going to bring you this Two of Cups. So that's a very strong card. That's a very deep connection you're going to have. That's like a soulmate connection in a sense. Okay. Now moving forward, we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is right under where the Queen of Wands is in the reverse. So again, I feel that there's someone that you guys are leaving behind, dropping that person and moving towards someone else. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Yep, someone you're cutting off. And with all this Wands, it could definitely be a fire sign. King of Swords. So when the King of Swords pops up, especially in areas like this is you guys just doing your best to emotionally detach yourself from the situation, kind of being cold towards the situation, saying enough is enough. I'm not dealing with anything that's not going to help me grow at this point, whether it's a job, a person, family member, I'm just not doing it. So the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they come in when shit needs to be cut out, okay? You're not going to be over it 100%, but in terms to this person, or it could be them towards you, there's going to be that kind of cold front, okay? So expect that. The next card you guys have is the Four of Swords. So this is a place of like meditation, thinking, trying to get a grasp on your life and things. But you're feeling good. This is kind of, with these two cards together, this is regrouping. This is getting back to the basics. This is finding who you are again. Ten of Swords in the reverse. This betrayal you felt, or the betrayal that you were going through, or the pain that was caused, or the chaos that was happening, it's subsiding, okay? And then with the Two of Swords in the reverse, this is right under the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. It's very similar meanings. The Two of Swords in the reverse is, before you were stuck between a rock and a hard place. You had a choice between two things to make, but the decision has been made. All right? And with the Tower card in the reverse, let me just get these cards. So, yeah, there's a decision that was made here. With the Tower card in the reverse, this is someone else in your life drastically changing in a way that does affect you. Now, the change with the Tower card could either be good or bad. But in this case, it's a good thing because it brings you wish fulfillment. So we have this fire sign energy that keeps popping up. So it could have been a fire sign too who stepped out of a relationship, because we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse now at the bottom of the deck. So it's like you're moving away from a situation where either you or the person that you were dating, someone stepped out of the relationship. Maybe it was both people. And now that you see that for what it is, I see you guys moving towards one specific person, but something that's going to be very good for you, something that deep down you really wanted. I don't know what's going on this month, but everyone kind of has the same energy where they're just kind of cleaning up shop and getting rid of old lovers and, going in a new direction. But, okay. Pretty solid. So, I'll leave you guys with that because I'm going to have your mid-month readings out soon. But I did want to say, again, the tickets for New York, it is going to be at the bottom of, in the description. Now, for those, it's going to be a 1-hour meet. I'm going to be there 2 days. The hours are from 9 to 5. So you pick the 1-hour slot that you want. You can bring up to 2 people. If you guys all want to get your cards read, do it however you'd like. And then in terms of services, I am offering one-on-one tarot sessions as well for anybody who's interested in learning the art of tarot. So in the description, I'll have all the prices, all, the bundles, everything for you guys to see. And then lastly, for those who are looking to get a personal reading from me, it's also in the description as well. Now, with readings, it's always my intention to get things out within 5 days. Sometimes life happens, you know, it's just me living by myself with my son, and I'm always on the move. Okay, so sometimes things happen. I'm traveling, I'm doing crazy shit. But the most it will ever take me is 10 days. Okay, so if you send me an email and with all your PayPal information, or you know, everything that I need in order to record the reading and send it to you, just please, please, please give me those full 10 days. If you wake up the 11th morning and it's not in your inbox, go ahead and harass me. But it just makes it a lot harder for me to finish all the readings, because I'm constantly going through my emails, having to answer people who are, you know, I get it. You're anxious for reading, but you have to give me time, okay? So it just makes it much faster if I don't have to answer 25 people saying you'll get it today, you'll get it tomorrow, you'll get it tomorrow. You know. All right. Thank you guys so much. Sorry for talking so much. I love you guys. Take care.